also is all right, and not being able to achieve also is all right. Because every time you shoot an arrow, you don't expect that it will hit the target. So we have to be considerate to ourselves also. They say, E for effort. In our examination in school, etc., if you solve a problem which was wrong, or they'll give you some marks for it was a long solution, and they'll give you some mark for effort, not just zero.
Effort, they give some mark.
Some teachers do that, not a great deal of mark, 1 or 2 marks, but not just zero. You made an effort.
So a similar question then. The line that I read was, recognize that the end you seek is to become happy. So every achievement is a means to an end. You're lucky, Chan.
Every achievement
Is a means to an end.
yeah, to end in happiness.
End is happiness. So the question that arose is, how do we know what achievements, that meaning means, what means are right for us, as opposed to similar question, how to know what goals to set? What achievements will be most appropriate for us?
Well, general goal is self-satisfaction. And you know that if the goal is something material like wealth, etc., or power, it will never give you sustained satisfaction. The nature of those things is more you get, more you want. So goal hopefully should not be defined in terms of some material achievement, but in terms of contribution. That more you achieve is not for more consumption, rather. More achievement is not for more consumption, but for more contribution. Therefore, achieving more is quite all right. But what you do with that achievement is important. Because some people say that this is all I need, so why should I make more effort? Well, you need this much, there are many out there who need, and so you take from your effort outcome what you need and then share with others.
That sounds similar to what we talked about before, and I asked what is duty, and Swamiji said, if I remember correctly, it means to give back. Duty means to give back.
Right.
It's similar.
No, duty involves contribution.
It's really the first time I'm hearing this understanding of duty. So when Lord Krishna wanted Arjuna to fight, it means he accumulated all this knowledge in weaponry and warfare. And so it was his duty to now contribute that.
That fight also was a spirit of contribution because Arjuna stood for dharma and Duryodhana symbolized adharma. So this was a conflict between dharma and adharma. So it's Arjuna's duty to protect dharma, being a Kshatriya. Set aside all the kingdom and stuff like that. That's how people want to evaluate, but we don't. We look upon this as dharma yuddha. So the first verse is Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre. The very first words of the Gita, first. And then people say that Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam. No. Yatra Yogeshwarah Krishno Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara Tatra Shri Vijaya Bhuti Dhruva Netir Matir Mama. The last word is Mama. First word is Dharma. So they summarize teaching of Bhagavad Gita as Mama Dharma. What is my duty? Yeah. You need not even say Mama. Dharma itself is okay, but still, first and last. So this is how sometimes the introduction and the conclusion between them include everything.
And then in one satsang a few years ago, Swamiji said, and it's up to Arjuna to realize. It's similar to the 10th man, but I didn't understand more. It's up to the 10th man to realize he's the 10th man. And it's up to Arjuna to realize that it's the right thing to do.
Then only he'll put his heart into that. Even if Lord Krishna says that's the right thing to do, unless it becomes Arjuna's conviction, he cannot put all his heart and effort into that. So that should become our own conviction. And what I am doing or I'm going to do is the right thing to do. If there is a conviction, then you will put your heart into that.
Developing that conviction, going to classes is about developing that conviction.
Pardon me?
Coming to classes, these classes, is about developing a conviction.
No, that is the means. To help you require resources.
Going to Vedanta classes.
Yeah, to help you require resources. And knowledge also is a resource. Knowledge also helps you how to create resources and how to use the resources. Both. To create resources, you need knowledge, and how to use them also you need knowledge. So they are not squandered.
There's a lot of factors to consider in life, like proceeding towards any goal, any pursuit. And if we have not learned all the important things to consider, how do we still move forward with some confidence?
Well, whether conflict is due to the effort that you have to make, or conflict is in terms of the goal, or conflict is within my own self. Basic conflict is the one has with oneself.
Because the actual I is different than the ideal I.
That's right. So I have expectations of myself. And if I don't live up to them, then there is a conflict, a self-non-acceptance, self-dissatisfaction, which is there in one degree or the other in everybody. But still, that is also the motivating force in a way. As long as it motivates to do something, if that goes beyond a certain point, then it disappoints you.
Beyond a certain point, things?
Means if the self-dissatisfaction is up to a point, then it motivates you to gain satisfaction. If self-satisfaction is beyond a point, then it just discourages you. I'm no good. I'm dissatisfied with myself.
So many important parts to consider. I understand every time I ask a question right here at class, it makes me want to have fewer goals and focus on them because when I was younger, I would have lots of things I want to do. But now I realize I may not have done them so well. If I want to do something well, I need to have less things on my plate. Please.
Yeah. More, I think, would be on.
Huh?
I think the peacock climb more though.
Perguntou assim, Swami, tu liga de como trabalhas?
આટલું મોટું ના હોય કે બહુ મોટું હતું.
Joki cek kayaknya sudah bahas tuh. Kita kayak kopiwa. Mana itu ke rumah?
Oneself, that basic goal is to be happy with myself. And the means to achieve that goal is by trying to give happiness to others.
I didn't get to that part yet. It means that I'll eventually achieve the ideal I if I give happiness to others.
Then that I becomes very satisfying. Contribution, basically, that means. Be a contributor. Because contribution is in keeping with the harmony of the universe. Everything in the universe contributes.
How do the peacocks contribute?
Universe, peacocks, just by being what they are, and we have to learn more about peacocks. Huh? Huh?
You have to know the ecosystem where they fall within the ecosystem. So within the ecosystem, if you even take out one ant, then the whole food cycle, etc., gets disturbed.
Yeah, so there is a balance that nature has in which the whole thing fits. And we have to know more, of course. But one great biologist said that even if this little thing that is crawling on the ground, without that the universe will be incomplete.
Incomplete.
Or even that also has to contribute to our life. That's it. This also contributes to our life, which may not be, it contributes to that, to that, to that, to that, and then to me, but ultimately everything contributes in the scheme of things. So little creature is crawling there, I may not find any significance with that directly with my life. But there is a chain. It's most amazing nature, I mean, it's in the forest, the trees fall down, and then how the ecosystem, as you said, how many creatures survive on that?
Yeah.
It may take us a few years, for that whole tree to, but how many creatures are involved in there, and then they, when animal dies there, similarly also.
Even a dead log in the ocean, over the years, so many corals develop.
I see.
Aquatic organisms, they develop.
So corals are ultimately products of the wood.
Yeah.
But just studying that is so amazing and so exciting. And so there are people who spend their day starts at night and watching what's happening out there is so exciting. And there are people who are looking inside. So wherever you look, there is thrill.
Microscopes and telescopes.
मच्छर पड़े तो
That's all part of this ecosystem, as she says, I guess. Because Machar would not be created unless it has some role to play. એ બધા કંઈક સ્કેવેન્જિંગ કરતું હોય છે, ખબર શું કરે છે મચ્છર?
I haven't gone into it, but it's
Yeah.
part of ecosystem.
What does?
Rishikeshma Hoy,
Huh? Ah.
with our ultimate journey.
It's meant, but we have to see that fact. How the universe is designed to do that, you have to see that fact. And see how the whole universe is helping me.
We need teachers to help us see.
Huh?
We need teachers to help us see.
Yeah.